This is Rob. Testing out a trip through the farming area. Cars can drive on this street, but you don't see very many. Hey. What's going on? Music. So, I don't know how this city is about 600,000 people. But there's a modern section of the city, and then there's the ancient section, and we're in the ancient section. And then there's a inner, about 14, 15 days. New Year's Eve, I think, was the 17th, and New Year's Day was the 18th, I think. But there was so many freaking people here, it was unbelievable. Even if you go down into that touristy area, which is the true ancient city, I think 4,000 years old. Even on a normal, like today we were down there, we walked all the way through today to go to a bank, and it was, I mean, there's a lot of people. Nothing like New Year's week, but there was a lot of people. Okay, so we're down into the farming area now. So we're in between, we're in a mountain range here, Shushan, I think it's called, and we are headed we're headed east right now. And the mountains run north and south, and this is a valley. So there's a mountain range behind me running perpendicular to the direction I'm going. And then look at those fruits. What are those things? I'm gonna let this car pass. And so we're in a valley here, but we are 6,500 feet above sea level. And it's early March, and it was 70 degrees today. It's just a very unique climate here. And by the way, this is actually, I saw this today when I walked by it. It's a golden retriever breeding farm, basically. Let's see, there's one. Maybe you can see it with my head camera. See them in there? And golden retrievers are super popular in China, or at least in this area. And they use them at restaurants. They put the golden retrievers outside of the restaurant. It's sort of a calling card, kind of. But that's where they stay during the night when they're not at the restaurants. And then people always give them all kinds of attention at the restaurants. Hey. So anyway, we're 6,500 feet above sea level. And I looked it up the other day, the record low temperature was 23 degrees. And the record high was, I'm not sure if I remember. I think it was high 80s. I think it was 88 degrees was the record high. Back there. And it's 39 degrees, and the average high is 78 degrees in the summer. So it's a climate, maybe not quite as good as San Diego, but similar, at 6,500 feet, which is a quarter of a mile higher than Denver. It's called a subtropic plain, I think is what this is called from a climate standpoint. So I'm going a little bit too fast. And I need to check my cameras. Everything looks pretty good. I'll slow down. Now all these cars parked, so they are probably a good 3 miles. These cars parked here are a good 3 miles away from where they're probably going out to eat and just sometimes partying a little bit. There's a few bars in the ancient city. Yo! Okay, so the other unique thing about this is there's a super long lake that is straight ahead. In fact, I can see a little bit of the water, but you probably can't on the camera. But it runs north and south also. And I forget how to measure how big the lake is, but when I live in Texas by Houston, and anybody from there would be familiar with Lake Conroe. This lake is bigger than Lake Conroe, but a little bit smaller than Lake Livingston. So it's a huge lake. And they don't allow personal boats out there. No sailing, no fishing. And the only kind of boats that are on there are like tourist type boats. So they're surprisingly environmentally conscious. Even there's a guy taking vegetables into the market. But even a lot of these, there's areas cordoned off here. And there was one right back there where it's all organic gardening. And all of these gardens, I'm going to cut up this way. I'll just do some zigzagging. And I'll go a little bit slower this time. But all of these plots of land, they look like they're about roughly a half acre, maybe to an acre. And they're all farmed by hand. I did see one rototiller once, but man, I haven't seen a tractor yet. So they're all farmed by hand. There's a bunch of cherry trees in there that are blossoming. So they're farmed by hand, and it's mostly elderly people, but you'll see them out there working their land. And you've seen pictures and videos and things of, you know, an old time Chinese person. Look at all the ducks and geese, pretty cool. I wonder if anybody ever falls off these edges. I just wobbled a little bit and it didn't really feel too good. There's some more cherry trees. So, you know, you'll see somebody bent over out in the field out there just working with a hoe or a rake or something, or a shovel. So look at the little plots. There's onions and cabbage. What are those? They look like potatoes. But this is like a super unique area where coffee is a big crop here. Apples, strawberries, fruit, jackfruit. There's some more horses, maybe the same horses. So the climate is just conducive to a wide variety of crops, and including, like, I'm from, ooh, look at this. Let's take a look here. Look at that. Look at that. Guys and gals, just, I mean, the work ethic in this country is amazing. So what are they sitting on? They're sitting on what looks like a bag or maybe they're chairs. What are they cutting with? Are they just pulling these off, or they got something that they're cutting with? Okay, this is super cool. Now, if I were out there, it'd be a race. Okay, so there's one of the chairs. Can you guys see this okay? Got the chairs around their waist. I'd be racing. See that lady out there in the maroon? She's in the lead. And she's hustling. Now, she's also cheating a little bit. I'm not sure she's doing half of that row. She definitely didn't do any. Well, they're all leaving some. No, that's actually what they cut down. All those. She's not skipping all of that. That's actually what's cut down. I don't even know what that crop is. It looks a little bit like, let me take a picture. And then I'll ask somebody what this is. Okay. I better get out of the middle of the road before a car comes. Okay. Super cool. Oop, I think we got another guy that's pulling ahead, not ahead, but he's catching up. So the lady that's in the lead, she looks to be definitely 60s, probably 70s. There's one over here that looks a little young. Or at least she's got long black hair. You can see the mountains up there now, the other side of the mountain range. So we're at 6,500 feet and the peaks up there are, I think the highest peak in this mountain range, which might go 100 miles, is 14,000 feet. And I think those up there are probably around 10 to 12,000 feet above sea level. Now I could use some of those leaves down there, the leaves that they're shedding off, I could use those for compost. You can see there, what they do is they have their soil, then they cover it with plastic, and those, each one of those plants is growing through a hole in the plastic. I wonder if that's where we got that from in the US when we have organic gardening. Whoa! Okay, that was fun. That was cool. This better be, let's check and make sure we're live here, because if we're not, I'm gonna go back. Go to here, and then we're gonna go to YouTube. Then we're gonna go to my channel. And go to live. And are we live? Let's see, 14 minutes ago. Looks like we're okay. Kind of looks like it's working. Testing. Testing. Yep, I can hear myself. Where's the volume? I need to shut off the volume. Why is that got to be so difficult? Okay, I'm going to shut that off, go back to chat. Okay, cool. So I'm slowly getting this worked out, where all my streaming equipment works. It's hard to keep 3 cameras. Plus, I could be losing signal. That's what we're testing tonight, really. We're not in town. Like today, I went for a walk and my phone wasn't working. I didn't have any signal. Or a couple of apps on it weren't working. I was trying to use WeChat and it wasn't working. So, I wonder what that is. It kind of looks like corn. It is corn. You know, it's kind of amazing. I wonder, because the temperatures do get down into the 30s and occasionally they have I used to say it never freezes here, but I did some research yesterday and it does freeze. And okay. Now, that was fun. So I'm gonna go I'm gonna go left. I'm gonna go all the way down. I'm gonna go down past the road. So we just did almost a complete circle. When I turn left here, we'll hit where we were when we first got to the farms 15 minutes ago. And let's turn this a little bit. Nobody behind me. Let's try that for a while. What the hell is that? Okay, so we're gonna go past. When I first hit the farm, we turned left right up here. Or we didn't turn, we just went that way. We came down the hill to the right. Lots of pet dogs around here. There's a big golden retriever. And a few stray dogs. So I think the whole they eat dogs in China thing, I think that's probably something that's either in the past or mostly in the past. Or maybe it wasn't even real. But there's enough stray dogs running around here that I know they're not. They'd be gone if dog was a delicacy, they'd be gone. Okay, so this is going to be a much busier street. I'm not going to be able to creep along like I did on the other two. There's some more workers. The lady's got the hoe. Okay. All right, we'll leave that overhead camera pointing in the back for a while. Be something different. Lots of young couples are in the ancient city at night. Oh, here's another one. Here's another even bigger group. Oh, that's cool. What do they do with that metal rack then, I wonder? Who's winning here? Who's in the lead? That guy way over there with the blue hat. No? Oh, there's a lady. Wow. So what do you think that is? The stem of it is like a solid. It looks a lot like the Italian rambutan zucchini that I grow. And you got the duct tape. Get to work! Get to work! Work harder! Nah. I can see smiles on faces even. It's one thing about the Chinese, when they are just talking to each other, it sounds like they're yelling. Okay, let's go. That's cool. Ooh, there's something big going on down here. Little tunnels. Parking. Wonder what's going on here. This is, oh, look at this. This is going to be cool. That's what those metal things are for. Same crop, is it or not? No, this one's a little bit different. Maybe not. Look at that, they got the strap over their head. Let's see if I can get this operation on the... Look at that. I'm impressed. I want to get somebody's autograph. That's how cool this is. Here's the big boss here. He's been eyeballing me a little bit. Like, what are you doing here, Gramps? So, you know, I can see I wonder how much one of those weighs. Could be the same crop, but they're not pulling the leaves off of them. That's what it is. It's the same crop, but they're not pulling the leaves off of that big thick stem. All right, this is cool. I want to go help them. Okay, let's move on. That was cool. So I got to figure out what that crop is. It's like, it's kind of like a cabbage, it looks like. The stem looks a little bit like a broccoli stem, but it's bigger and heavier. And I've seen that crop all over the place. Now here's another whole field of it. Another field over here. So it's very common, but I haven't seen that product in the market, the wet market. Or I just saw it and didn't remember it or didn't notice what it was. Here's a field that's already been cut. Don't be frickin' scaring me like that with those beeps. I'm gonna go to the right, because when I go for walks, I'll come down this road sometimes, but I've always turned left, I've never gone right. Now I know I did go up to this blue sign off to the right. And it's like a campground in there. Let's see what's down this way. Now these trees are planted like they're almost in a plantation, but I don't know what they are. Those are cherry trees down there with the blossoms, I believe. Look at that root. Oh my God, that's cool. What is that? That's worth stopping at, putting in the video. Look at these trees. Look at these trees. Wow. What's down there? I'm really looking for a fruit tree plantation because I would like to get a couple of fruit trees. There's a VW bug, but bigger. And of course, not a VW. Today I went for a walk and I'm starting a compost pile, or not a pile, but a compost system. And I went and gathered up some brown leaves. Okay, so I'm not gonna, this is a busy road. I know which road this is. If I can go across it, I might. Oop, there's somebody crashed on. Wow, that's like a big ass, weird adventure bike. Gotta be a little bit careful because when I have this one camera pointing to the side, to the right, and as I was just driving, I happened to glance at it, and I mean, there's a car right there, off to my side, but for a second I thought it was in front of me, and I damn near slammed on the brakes. This girl's going nice and slow, I'll just follow her. Getting kind of windy. So that's the road we just came out of that was on my left there. There's that big ass root. I gotta stop and look at that. Look at this thing. Looks like it's been burnt a few times. Wow. That's pretty amazing. I wonder how old that is. Pretty cool. Okay. That's the one that's like a campground or a resort. We're gonna pass a campground up ahead here, in fact, 2 of them. And I've seen about 4 just in this general area. This is a strawberry patch here where people come and I think they pay some money and then they go and pick. Wait, not here. It's up a little ways. This isn't it. These are little solar powered bug zappers or bug collectors. There's some more of that same crop. Here's one of the campgrounds up here on the left. Here's the strawberry patch I was thinking of. I'm gonna let this car go by. The other day I tiled tires, maybe 7 foot tall. Okay, I gotta adjust my 360 cam. This is a no helmet state, let's call it. Jeez. Massive potholes. Okay, the light turned green, so I'll just be patient here. Oh, there goes Grandpa. He's not being patient. Turn red. There goes a delivery guy. Now you'll start seeing delivery people usually have a yellow vest and a yellow helmet, but it's like DoorDash on steroids here. There we go. I could zoom around these cars, but I'm just trying to take it safe. For a little while I am anyway. We'll let the ambulance go. Cool, that's a cool looking bike. Hey, what are you guys doing? Wow, I should go hang out with them. They look badass. Bug in my eye. A Suzuki Samurai. Jimmy. That was cool. Gene Gomez would like that. Gene was building a couple of Samurais, guy I used to work with. Food trucks everywhere. So we were to the east of the ancient city in the farm area. Now we're going west, and we're on the north end of the ancient city. There's a few decent 4x4s around here. Some Jeeps. They have a Chinese one called a tank. It's a lot like a Bronco or a Jeep. I didn't notice what brand that one was that we just went by. So we're on the north end of the ancient city. Lots of entrepreneurs. Look at the clothing. How much work is that to bring that out every night? Unbelievable. So what I want to end up doing is kind of do a circle all the way around the ancient city. That's one way to get in right there. To my left. So let's go a little slower. There's vegetables, there's a stir fry. What is this? Must be something like a kombucha, or they have a lot of that here. What's that? Barbecue. This is barbecue. No, this is a, this is like a hot pot. What's this one? Usually when you have, oh yeah, see, he's got his grill on the back side of that thing. Stir fry. French fries. Barbecue chicken. Papayas. There's, no, I thought those were bugs, but they're not. There they smash up vegetables and pepper and make like a spicy drink. Coconut. I don't know what that is. See these blue and white things? There's a plant here that they've used since ancient times to create that blue dye, and it's kind of historical in this area. So you see a lot of that tie-dye with the blue dye. Look at that. See, that's all handmade. And it's handmade right in this area. Okay, there's your bugs. Scorpions. Looks like a long worm or a snake. Centipedes. Larvae. I ate some of that a while back when I was here. There's another bug, another assortment of bugs. Unbelievable. So I've been on the street, but I don't think I've been up in this area up this high. More bugs. So just look at that, like what, maybe 100 yards, 3 vendors selling bugs. Oh, look at this. What is this? A Benelli adventure bike. These things are all over the place here. What do you think, chat? Would I look good on that? I think I would. Okay. Okay, I think I've been here before. Yeah, I've been here before. Now, look at, see that walkway there is just solid people coming down. Instead of sitting at home watching Netflix on the couch, a night out for them is to come to these market style things. Wow, look at this. I should measure that. I gotta. Grandma. Oh, I know where I'm at. Huh. I did not go around the ancient city. The ancient city's to my right. Now I know where I am. I am doing a big circle, but not the circle I thought I was doing. Okay, so this will be generally kind of hard to go through. I'm gonna put that up higher. There we go. Let's try that. Okay, so this is not jam-packed. I've seen a lot more people in here. Like 9 o'clock tonight, there'll be a lot more people than this. I can generally move. And this thing has got more people. You can't even hardly move with a scooter. Okay, so there's some jackfruit. Look at these blueberries. Look at them, massive. Just massive. Tea. More tea. Blueberries, strawberries. It's really cool, you know, when they put the pole over their shoulder and they have one big heavy bag on each end of the pole for carrying things. You'll see a lot of people bringing their products into this area. This is not the wet market. This is just a nighttime food market. There's some oysters. You see on the side here is all kinds of restaurants. Look at this. This stuff is awesome. Pork belly. See if I can get this on the camera. I hope this is coming out good with my head cam. Oysters. Yeah, I'll come back. There's some liquor. But every restaurant's got 2 or 3 people standing out trying to corral you to go in. Like this one here. They'll be waving the menus at you. Those are like kind of like an egg roll with bacon around them. And then you cut them in slices when they're done. Those aren't not even half cooked, I'll bet. I've seen them when they're done. I ate one actually. Okay, so let's go close to the bugs here. There's your bug assortment. Yeah. Ooh, big ones. Mushrooms, look at that, a whole thing of mushrooms. What are they making, I wonder? Got a big fryer there. There's some barbecue chicken. And their barbecue here is like super spicy. There's a big ass stir fry. There you can get some orange juice. There's another pork belly. God damn, that stuff is good. Look at that. You got the whole pig. the skin, and about it. Let's see how far in that goes. How thick is it? Maybe an inch, half to 1 inch. So they basically skin it. That's a great idea. I'm definitely in the wrong spot. What are those? Cherries. Locally grown. Freaking amazing. That is, over there is jackfruit, I believe. They're like hash browns. Look at this barbecue. There's some more oysters. I haven't tried those yet. Let's check the 360 cam. It's pretty good. What's this? All kinds of seafood. Squid, shrimp. A few things I don't even know what it is. Those are all mushrooms over there. Stir fry. I don't know what they make, like a drink or something out of that. All those vegetables and peppers and tomatoes. I don't know what these are. Yeah, I'll give her the right away. At first she was pissing me off, but she's got the little kid. So we'll give it to her. We'll give her the right away. Another pork belly. Okay. There's a delivery guy, 2 delivery guys. Here's the Golden Retriever restaurants, one of the Golden Retriever restaurants. There's another Golden Retriever restaurant. Maybe I'll get a couple beers. That one's closed. Wow. I didn't even notice what that was, but there was an awful lot of heat coming off of it. Okay, now to go and get a couple beers, I gotta shut one camera off for a couple minutes. Maybe I won't get a couple beers. I don't think I will. I'll let this guy by. The LP gas tank guy. Here comes the muffin guy. These are all trays of some kind of a muffin-like thing. That's the fish restaurant. This is one of my dog Checker's favorite potty spots, right in the dirt there. There's a delivery guy. Hey! Go ahead. Checkers! There he goes.
No.
Do you want to come with for a while?
Okay.
Huh?
No.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Checkers. Here, I can take them. Go ahead. Go inside.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh.
Get in. Nope, 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 nope. Get in. He jumped out.
No.
No, he jumped out. Okay. He's happy.
Oh, good, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
And your bag fits under there. Okay. We'll shut the stream off.